Hey guys, it's Vani from Mrs. Mom's Homeschool, and I want to welcome you back to my channel and specifically into my homeschool room. In the last video that I recorded, I was putting this room all together. I took everything out of the shelves. I sorted through like all the stuff, and so now I'm just going to give you a tour and show you what's what. I hope you enjoy this. So here is my daughter's desk. And if you look in the pictures, you'll see that it was my son's desk over here, but she came in first and she wanted this spot. So we did trade her over here. So this is her little tier. And I put her main curriculum here, her language arts and her math. And if we're doing science that day or history, I'll put it here as well. Which guys, stay tuned because I did receive the Good and the Beautiful's new history program today. So I will be doing a video on that. Here are some books for her to read. That backpack doesn't belong here. We just stored it really quickly, but she's got her noise canceling headphones. She has her Mad Libs for days that we just want to practice some grammar. We have pencils, crayons, all kinds of stuff in these little cases here. And then down here she has her math 3 box we're almost finished with. And then just a bunch of little knickknacks things that she might need. She should probably organize that. Okay, and here we have her multiplication fact cards and a timer. My bookmarker has to go on my desk. It's tape and glue, and this is a cloud viewer that I made in my class, so they can hold it up to the sky and see the three main types of clouds. This is actually my son's planner, but if he doesn't use it, I'll give it to her. Here's her laptop for practicing typing, and her multiplication chart is in here as well. Here is an Amazon tablet that she has. Um, and this is in case she has any videos to watch for science. And then there's her planner, her schoolwork, and just some little cute things. This is a lamp, but it has to be plugged in, and the plug is behind us, so we still have to figure that out. Um, we have this goes on her table. It's her little coaster. I don't know what she's doing here, but this is her pencils and color pencils, the crowns, markers has to be organized, and a little sharpener, an electric sharpener. And this is her punch card where she can earn something in 10 punches of good schoolwork. And then over here I have my desk. I have a hook here where I put my purse. Right now I'm planning my co-op stuff, and I have my planner and like all my stuff. I have all my camera stuff down here in this drawer. And then this one is just like random stuff. Down here, I have stuff that I need to work on. And then I'm by the window, which I like. Not that I have a pretty view or anything, but okay. And then this is my son's desk with his planner. This is my daughter's I Can Talk to God little card set, and it has before I begin. I had this since the kids were babies. I can talk to God and thank Him. It's just a way to remember to pray according to the Bible. All right, so this is just a little things I found in my son's room, put on his desk, and then this is like one of those steel drums. I figure that during his breaks he can play a song. There's a little booklet there to learn how to play. And this is their weekly schedule, which I guess I'll do a separate video on. Okay, and then here is his tier. He has his devotionals and anything that he's gonna do for the day. His art stuff. In here, he has his geography cards from the good and the beautiful, his pencils, and his whiteboard. Down here, he's got his noise canceling headphones and his box of whatever's in there. And then over here is the bookshelf that you saw me reorganize. I guess we'll start at the bottom and work our way up, even though the bottom is like seems to be the least organized because then you just put stuff there. So it's kind of these two shelves here actually are things that I want to teach my daughter throughout the school year, throughout the summer, stuff that we're going to actually work on. Over here as well. This is where I had her math, so but I took it out and put it on her tier. So these are things we're going to work on as well. And then down here I have a whole bunch of blank composition notebooks and a couple of my books reading in empty folders. Up here is more kind of random books and stuff like that. Um, Over here is history. I guess I could put the geography box over here. But this is all different types of history because I couldn't decide on which one to use for her. But I just got the Good and the Beautiful new one, so all of that probably will go into a box. This stuff here. Okay, this is her science section, including nature studies and the Good and the Beautiful units and the heck is it called? Binoculars. And then it does have labels. I didn't finish labeling it. And then this is my curriculum. So these are the units that I create and the book that I'm reading and some of my books and stuff that I have down there. We have to have two lamps in this room because neither of them are bright enough, and these are the two that we had in our house. This is a clock my daughter bought me from St. Thomas when she went with her dad. And I just made this a charging station for now. Okay, and then here is my favorite thing in the classroom is my chalkboard, the old school chalkboard, and this entire piece here. So I did organize this last night. So I bought a new printer. It's faster and it's smaller. And then this is just like this has somebody's name. I forgot who it belongs to. I think it's Marilyn's. I think it says her name. And then just something my daughter got me. This is my new binding machine that I got on Christmas. We have, of course, the globe, my thingamabobber, and then this opens on both sides. So I have printing paper and laminating paper and paper cutter and my candle lighter and stuff hid there. Down here, it's just the books from the library, place to keep them, and some art supplies and my laminator. I don't have a permanent place for my laminator because just because of the way the cords are, the outlets are situated in this room. And then over here are all of the educational games. I took out the ones that they were too big for, maybe a little sad. I gave them to the little girl tutor. This is just some of my extra stuff too. Over here is just some of my things. Again, extra stuff, extra stuff. Okay. This shelf has supplies that I need for my co-op classes because I do have a little storage closet that's full. So this is where I have to keep the rest of it, including construction paper and drawing paper and stuff like that. So my little Easter bunny. Okay, and then over here is more like my son's section, kind of. Like up here is like some of the books that I'm gonna use for my homeschool co-op. And then over here is just a bunch of books that I have to go through and decide if I'm gonna teach with them or not. I do want to use a lot of these this year, but I just have to take the time to go through it. And then back here, the same thing. All these papers and things, I have to make the time to go through all the curriculum and solidify some stuff for my kids. Here is some history stuff for him. Romeo and Juliet. I guess it's not just history, it's just two history. It's kind of mixed. Down here we have the curriculum that he is using, which is the Good and the Beautiful and the Wisdom and Proverbs Bible curriculum. And then over here are some books for him to read, including a thesaurus and a mat to put down on the tables if they do any projects. Down here, some binders and books of his. This is some Bible books that I have here, including my Laying Down the Rails. And then down here, all Magic Tree House books for my daughter. Move my Alexa over here. We still have his art. I took one down for the Easter Bunny. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's the next day, that's why I'm different. I have to do my hair today. But I did finish last night and I didn't want to give you guys the full tour until I had some sunlight in here. I hope that you enjoyed my classroom. And I hope that you enjoyed organizing with me and getting to know the classroom. And yeah, so there's a mess in the hallway still because my at the same day, my husband and my son did the garage. So anyway, I just want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.